The Jacksonville Jaguars may have been the worst team in football in 2020, but there are plenty of reasons for optimism in 2021, not the least of which starts with the number one overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, who showed some flashes of why he was that generational talent in the Jaguars' first preseason game. A new head coach, Urban Meyer, coming from the college ranks. They also brought in Trevor Lawrence's college teammate, Travis Etienne, and spent plenty of money in free agency to bolster this roster. Joining me now from Locked On Jaguars, Tony Wiggins. And Tony, I don't think anyone expects Jacksonville to be an AFC contender this season. So what does a successful year in year one for Urban Meyer look like?
For the fans, I think it's just something that looks consistently better, as if it's on the uptick and the upswing. I always harken back to the year the Seattle Seahawks, I think they went like 7-8-1, and they made the playoffs, and they made all of that noise. And then you go, everyone around the league was like, we got a problem, right? Because we knew what was coming after that. But I would disagree. I think Urban Meyer says this is a one-year deal. He says it's not fair to the guys on the team to look at this as a long-term issue and solution. And he's not a guy who's used to losing. So I think while he may be unrealistic in thinking that he can kind of turn it around, because what they actually did in free agency is they didn't go real big with the alpha type player. They went real big with the B- type guy and signed like 13 of them. They went team building. The guys that they think are going to be good are the early players they drafted this year and the early players who had been drafted in subsequent years before this. So we'll see.
The other thing that helps them is the AFC South could potentially be a little bit on the downswing. The Titans, open question whether or not they can replicate the success that they've had recently. Houston is a complete mess, and we don't know what the situation is in Indianapolis with Carson Wentz, with Quentin Nelson. Their health is a big question mark here. So if you're Urban Meyer, don't you have to be sitting around here going, hey, why not us? We've got plenty of talent, and we've got who we think is a generational quarterback that can lead us. It's not crazy, is it, Tony, to think that Trevor Lawrence by the end of this season could be the best quarterback in the division?
It's not crazy to think that at all, especially with Deshaun Watson looking like he's not going to play. I would agree with you about Houston. The thing that really throws a monkey wrench in this entire deal is the Colts and their health problems. And there was already the question of Carson Wentz, but now with him being unhealthy, that's an even bigger question. And now you're looking at a rookie from Texas who might take the job from Jacob Eason if Carson isn't healthy. And then Quentin Nelson, who's the anchor of the entire offensive line. So it starts to give a little bit of room for Jacksonville to look through that door and go, why not us? Why not now? Now, Tennessee, they've had some turnover, but by and large, they're still the most talented and most consistent team in the division with their offense and with Mike Vrabel running the team.